Have you ever wondered how the best mastered their craft? I don't mean doing something half-assed or well, I mean true mastery. The type of mastery that allows you to call yourself the best in your field. A man named Miyamoto Musashi could claim this. Are you willing to learn how to perfect your techniques using one from the greatest swordsman of all time? Many people consider themselves masters, but when they are tested or have to demonstrate that title, they cave. Think of the boss or manager who isn't capable of your job, let alone their job. Or that person who talks a big game but never proves they can back up their claims. Musashi was someone who could truly back up his words. Having won over 60 duels to the death, he was the best. Today, I go over his Book of 5 Rings and the spiritual aspect of strategy from it, with 4 tips on how to put your soul into developing your techniques and skills. Also, stick around to the end of the video for a bonus tip on how to practice practically. 1. The concept of emptiness. In the context of Musashi's philosophy, the concept of emptiness refers to the state of openness and readiness. This is what fighters talk about when they say they empty their minds. It's about creating a state of pure focus and removing all preconceived notions or emotional disturbances. This concept is rooted in Zen practice, which heavily influences Musashi's ideology. Imagine a bowl of water. When the surface is calm, you can see to the bottom or a reflection quite easily. However, if you disturb the surface, you are unable to see and things become clouded. Our minds are designed much the same way. With a calm and relaxed mind, we can easily see otherwise imperceptible things. The same applies with learning. We can understand physical and mental skills more clearly with less effort. 2. Spontaneity in action. Musashi emphasizes removing oneself from the action. Without attachment to thoughts or patterns, one is able to do great things in less time. This is a skill, to be able to act correctly based on intuition and spontaneity. Think about when the most productive day you ever had was. It probably had a plan, but you just actually did your tasks without thinking, moving gracefully from one task to another, not fearing failure and what might happen. You had a vision and were able to execute. This is what Musashi means when he talks about spontaneity of action. 3. Connection between the swordsman and the sword. Musashi discusses the unity of a swordsman and his sword. The weapon should be an extension of oneself. The sword is not only an extension of the body, but of spirit as well. Musashi believes that all things are connected, and a connection with your weapon will allow you to know your full capabilities. In the modern age, this means knowing what the tools you have are capable of, to know what you can do with them to save money, time, and effort. 4. Overcoming the illusion of separation. As mentioned earlier, Musashi believes in the connectivity of the world on a spiritual level. Therefore, when he and his opponent would face off, he would see them as a part of a single continuum. He could limit the actions of his opponent and create openings for himself while maintaining control. Today, this means trying to let your actions be done fluidly and in conjunction with your spirit. You can also know what others will do by limiting their choices and predicting how each one will play out. Take a game of chess. Grandmasters are able to think many moves ahead and calculate the best moves after just a few seconds. They're able to control the pace and flow of a game, allowing the opponent to make mistakes or open themselves to attack. It is in this way Musashi does the same. Once you have intuitive understanding, you can dictate how things progress. If you felt this was helpful in understanding how to better your skills, Like and subscribe, as there will be future content covering other aspects with practical ways to apply Musashi's wisdom in future videos. And to all of those who stuck around, here is a bonus tip that covers practical practice to master your craft. Mastery of technique through spiritual understanding. Musashi advocates for actions to be subconscious, when the spirit is in line with the physical. This state is called mushin, but for the modern era, it's called flow. This example can be applied to all situations. Think about any physical or mental skill you may have. This could be running, swimming, visualization, calculation, etc. To train this skill, you have to put time and effort into cultivating the effectiveness of said skill. However, most people do this incorrectly. They try to do it without a clear mind and have distractions or other disturbances in their immediate area. To practice correctly, you have to do something in a state of calm, relaxed focus. Then you have to train it until you can't fail. This will ingrain the skill into your subconscious and allow you to do it without a thought. It should be noted that you should stop practicing when there is a decline in performance, as continuing to train will only ingrain bad habits. It is all these aspects that combine together to create the spiritual aspect of strategy. Thank you for sticking around, and for all those who want to level up in life, I'll see you in the next video.